Welcome to FSA, a flexible way to save. My name is Jordan. Let's go ahead and dive right in. A healthcare flexible spending account, or an FSA, allows you to pay for many important healthcare expenses, from doctor visits and dental work to glasses, contacts, and even prescription medication. The list of eligible expenses continues to grow and may even include products not covered by your insurance plan. In fact, new legislation in March 2020 made FSA funds eligible to pay for over the counter medications like pain relievers and cold medicines without needing a prescription, as well as feminine hygiene products. Today, we're talking specifically about a healthcare flexible spending account, but we'll also briefly talk about how this type of healthcare account works with the other type of healthcare accounts out there. An FSA is great, and one of the main benefits of using a flexible spending account is the tax savings. Funds contributed to your account are deducted from your earnings pre-tax, lowering your taxable income, so you aren't paying federal income tax on your FSA contributions. An additional and great benefit that an FSA provides is that the full year election amount of FSA funds are actually available for healthcare expenses starting on day one of your plan year. This means that you can feel secure knowing that you have enough money in your pocket to pay for those eligible expenses. Now, are you wondering, is an FSA good for me? Is an FSA the right healthcare account for you? Well, don't worry, you're in great company. In fact, there are over 30 million Americans using a flexible spending account today. And just like other types of healthcare accounts, an FSA does have contribution limits. So the maximum contribution limit for the FSA in 2021 is actually $2,750. That's a savings of over $800. Do keep in mind that if you do have a spouse that is contributing to a health savings account, you will not be eligible to contribute to an FSA. Setting up a flexible spending account is simple and easy to do. You do just want to take the time to really estimate your anticipated yearly expenses. So some of those future medical expenses you may encounter. And also just take the time and choose your election amount during your open enrollment time period. You want to take the time to do this because you can't change FSA elections during the plan year unless you do have a qualifying event. So it pays to plan ahead. In a recent study done by Visa, one FSA member said, "Having an FSA makes me feel like I'm doing a good thing for my family and myself. It makes me feel like I'm more responsible with our finances. I really do like the idea of having an FSA. It makes things easier." So that brings me to a question. If you've used an FSA previously, what benefits have you found most useful? And also a pro tip for you is that remember that you do need to use all of your FSA dollars that do not roll over within the plan year, or you will have to forfeit that money. With so many available products, it's easy to use your funds to purchase those items that you need. You will want to make sure to check for specific dates your reimbursements and documentation are due, just to make sure you are using your funds properly. Some FSA plans may come with what's called a carryover. While most FSA funds do not roll over from year to year, the IRS issued a ruling permitting employees to roll over up to $550 in unused funds from one plan year to the following plan year. Plans do vary by employer, so just remember to check your company's benefits to see if you can carry over your FSA funds. Some FSA plans may come with what's called a grace period. So some employers choose to offer a grace period, giving you an additional 2.5 months to use the previous year's FSA funds. Again, remember to check with your employer to see if you are eligible for the grace period spending. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at an example of how a healthcare flexible spending account can be used in the next year to help one family save on healthcare costs. Because Dion and Kenesha work at different employers that both offer FSAs, they are deciding on the contribution amounts to contribute to their separate flexible spending accounts for the next year. Dion wears glasses and contacts and estimates the amount he will need for vision expenses for the year at $350. After a recent dental visit, it's recommended that their son Rashawn gets braces next year at an estimated cost of $3,500 after their insurance contribution. And also, their daughter Nichelle has moderate asthma and needs medicine as well as occasional treatments at doctor visits that can average around $1,600 a year. Their yearly estimated costs total $5,450. Dion and Kanisha each choose to contribute $2,750 during open enrollment and will have $5,500 total by maximizing their contributions. Contributing to the FSA allows them to save close to $1,650, a savings of 30% based on their income and payroll taxes. So in January, when their FSA full election amount becomes available, Rashawn's able to get his braces on, and they begin to pay the orthodontist bills with their FSA debit card. They're set up on a 12-month payment plan, and they end up paying $280 a month. And by November, Dion has only spent $250 on his vision needs. Kanisha has looked for additional ways to save on their medical spending, and because of some conversations with Nichelle's doctor, they're actually able to switch Nichelle's asthma medicine to a generic brand, saving them $300. So as December starts, Dion and Kanisha start totaling up their spending for the year using their FSA funds, and they realize that they've spent a little less than anticipated. With the remaining $370, Dion purchases a pair of prescription sunglasses he's wanted to upgrade to for a while, and even some additional contact solution. Later, Dion and Kanisha take the kids out for ice cream to celebrate their successes in using all of their FSA allocated funds for the year. And so this brings me to our next question. As you heard in the story, there are a number of different items that are FSA eligible. So based on what you've learned so far, are over-the-counter medications considered eligible expenses without a prescription? And the answer is yes. Previously, a member could not use health account funds to pay for over-the-counter medication unless they received a prescription from a healthcare professional. The CARES Act now allows members to use health account funds to pay for over-the-counter medication without needing a prescription. Rest assured that you can use a healthcare flexible spending account with a dependent care flexible spending account, commuter benefits, and even a health reimbursement arrangement. So check with your employer to see if any of these other types of tax savings accounts are offered that you can add along with a healthcare flexible spending account. Having these types of accounts just allow you to feel prepared and secure in order to handle any medical or care needs. And what's great is that you're saving money by doing so. Just remember that a healthcare flexible spending account cannot be used if your spouse is already contributing to a health savings account. Only a limited purpose FSA is eligible to be paired with an HSA qualified plan. So if you have yearly medical expenses that you're typically paying for out of pocket, an FSA might be the right enrollment choice for you. Decide on how much pre-tax money you'd like to have available at the beginning of the plan year and go ahead and start contributing. And it's easy to use your Health Equity FSA funds with an FSA debit card and also our quick reimbursement process. Log in and manage everything with our simple mobile app. Want to submit a claim? Go ahead and just snap a photo and you're well on your way. Our member services team is also available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to take your calls and respond to any questions that you have about your Health Equity flexible spending account. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.